Good morning, and welcome to another episode of Draw Every Day, episode number 147 today, where I am continuing on with the Superman. So we got a few people on here. Welcome, Nismo, Out of Touch One. Wyatt, my grandson, is in here. What are you doing up, Wyatt? That is crazy. You should be asleep, young man, but thanks for being here. Good. I'm glad you got the notification this time, Out of Touch One. Wyatt's not going to do that. Yep, that's my grandson, Wyatt. He lives down the street from me. Yeah, you're up way early, Wyatt. You're going to be tired today. Yep, see, that's a nah from Wyatt. All right, well, it's got a few little things to tighten up on this, and then I'll be ready to start inking it. Yeah, he found a picture of a Jeff Gibson on Facebook or something and sent it to me on my email. It was a bald guy. Yeah, it's not going to happen, Nismo. So you might as well go on to a new obsession. Let's get the soups here centered up a little better. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the GCI live stream. This is episode number 147 of the series Monday through Friday, Draw Every Day. We do DC characters. And I put out a post on the community yesterday asking you guys to give me some more suggestions for the versus theme that we were doing when we had Batman versus Skeletor and Invincible versus He-Man. And you guys came up with some really good ideas. So when I get done with this, we'll be getting on to those. This Saturday, of course, I'm going to be doing we're going to start a new superhero. So we might get started on this because I want to do a bonus video today since I have court again. So I got a few minutes to do a bonus video stream. One Piece. I would probably try to do that on, thank you for that Out of Touch One on this Superman. I'd probably do One Piece on the other channel when I get a chance. Well, hello, Jenny. Welcome to the stream this morning. You've had some pretty good sketches you've been uploading here lately, Jenny. Very cool Predator portrait. Conquest and Omni-Man, there's another suggestion. Yeah, we're gonna have content for quite a while here. About a month's worth, it looks like. Language, Nismo. Yeah, you get in a rut once in a while, but you just keep drawing anyway. Get all those bad drawings out of your system until you get inspired by something else and just keep on drawing every day, no matter what. Yeah, don't forget to hit that like button before you have to go today. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing. We had 5 No, wait, 6 new subscribers again yesterday. So, and our watch hours have been staying around 10 to 17 watch hours per day, which is going to help build this channel toward monetization. Yeah, it is a process, man. Do you think I like every drawing I do every day? No. But that's why I spend time on the pencils, so I can get it as close to something I like as possible before you put it down in permanent ink. And this is a pose I've done many times, so I'm familiar with this. I'll just be practicing on some. Hello, Prophet Rebel. Yes, it's Captain Planet. You're so intellectually correct. Captain Planet. He's out to stop the farmers from dumping their chemicals down in the pasture. Film at 11. It gets easier with practice. Good morning, Danny from LA, or the LA Dodgers fans. I don't even know who Prince Vegeta from Dragon Ball is. Yeah, we could get some crazy stuff going here. Some images that you can't find on the internet. Do some original stuff. That's as much of a smile as we're going to get out of my Superman right there. It's painful to see him smile. Very forced, very unnatural. No, I've never watched Dragon Ball. I think it was kind of after my time. Nope, not one of them. Goku, that sounds familiar. I think I've drawn Goku, haven't I, Wyatt? If you're still awake. I'm probably not pronouncing it correctly, I know that. Yeah, I was busy working. Yeah, Wyatt's seen Dragon Ball. So I don't really have to render that hand too much because that will be done in the inking process. All right, I think I'm ready to start on my inking. Superman. I still don't understand how you're awake, Wyatt. You're not usually up this late on a weekday. Or early, I should say. Yep, he'll show me. He's the one that got me started back on YouTube. I didn't even know how to upload a video anymore after I'd done it back in 2018, did my channel. And then I got away from it. And then I started again in 24. Wyatt's the one who got me started back into it. I grew up with Superman and Batman. I didn't even know what an X-Man was. Barely heard about Spider-Man where I was growing up. Spider-Man was coming around just as when I was born. For some reason, we didn't have much exposure to Marvel out there in the sticks where I grew up. Captain Planet. Favorite comic ever? I think it's we've got issues of Batman Year One by Frank Miller. I really like that one. To be honest, I never really bought comic books when I was a kid. Didn't have access to them. There was no comic book store. Yep, Punisher, and he's going to be in the new movie. That's going to be cool. I'm very sure. Can't wait for that. Vin Diesel Pitch Black. Well, I've never heard of that either. I'm proud to be an old man. Very cool. Yeah, this is going to about a quarter till. And then I'm going to come back on around 5:15 our time and do a bonus video. Alrighty. Tyler Trude. Never heard of him. A lot of dark movies. Thank you, everyone, for the likes so far and for joining the stream. I forgot to finish the Superman shield real quick before I get too far along. That'll do. That'll get me close enough. Some of the facial lines going. A little bit squinty-eyed Superman. Partial smile. Right now I just want to get all the line work done before I start blocking it out with shadow. Hey, Costi. Welcome to the stream, Costi. The gang's all here today. We just need Nick to show up and we'd have the full crew, just about. Thank you very much. Out of touch one. This one came together pretty well. I just don't want to ruin it with, the rest of the process here. Trying to be careful. Don't want to do too much blacking out till I'm sure the direction I want to go. Get a good outline on him. That always helps. Stick true to the pencil. Keep this tie-in area tight. So on this area, it's very tricky because you got the pectoral tying in with the deltoid and the bicep that is attached underneath the deltoid up against the pectoral. So that area can be very confusing for people who are learning anatomy. All right, go chase some cars, Nismo, or some tigers or something. We'll see you next time. Not enough controversy for you, I don't think. Yeah, that's how I learned anatomy, was Muscle and Fitness magazine back in the 70s and 80s. Yeah, don't play with my superhero anatomy, man. Just keep on keeping on. Thank you, everyone, for joining. This is the GCI live stream, episode number 147 of the series Draw Every Day. And that's what I do. I draw every day, and I go ahead and upload that session of drawing every day. Gives me my long form content. And we get a lot of new subscribers that way. Nismo was one of my first subscribers who really got interactive, that started commenting a lot. He's been around for a long time, so when it used to be kind of just me and him on here and not too many other people, I went ahead and made him a mod. And I've removed him from being a mod before and put him back on to being a mod. Yeah, we're getting close to 1,700. I'll do a special post in the community when I do reach that. So it's like 900. Yeah, I can't remember what it was. Yeah, it keeps on growing. Watch hours are getting close to 1,500, which is halfway to monetization for the 3,000, where I can have super chats. So that's going to take a while. Oh, you want me to show them your character? All right, just a minute. So Nismo emailed me the description of this guy, and so I did a sketch of him and emailed my sketch of it back. Yeah, he's 12. I'll be right back, everybody. And I'm back. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Appreciate the likes. Please don't forget to hit the like button on your way out. Oh yeah, Danny was here since 1,000 subs. Very good. Product by Svengali. Thank you for all your support. I really appreciate you guys. And please, as I say, don't forget to hit the like button. I'm trying to get YouTube to keep on pushing my content out there. And I know that's one thing that helps it out. I want this cape to be really free-flowing. This is a conglomeration of Superman, so this is kind of my version of Superman. He'd probably be from around, I don't know, like the 80s to 90s-ish, probably. Certainly not the new Superman, which I do like drawing Absolute Superman. The whole Absolute universe is really cool. And from all reports, it's really doing well each month. So that's cool. Yeah, White's been here since the beginning. When I did that first Incredible Hulk cover / poster, that was right around the time Stan Lee died while I was getting that sketch done. So I dedicated that Hulk, my very first project, to Stan Lee. That project turned out pretty good. I got a Batman standing on a Art Deco eagle that I did that's kind of poster size also. It's not really a cover, it's more just a poster. And that one was a little later. Okay, the extra padding on my pens and pencils. All right, this is something I've seen a few different artists do. David Finch does this, a few others. What that does, so with a regular pencil or pen, that's small, you're closing your grip a little tighter. And when you're drawing a long time, it kind of gets a little uncomfortable. Superman could be Asian. So this lets you relax your grip and you can draw for much longer times. You don't have to close the hand as much, and it gives you a really cool control over the pencil lines. So I thought I would try it, and I actually liked it. I wrapped up a few of my different, I usually just use it for the pencils. You think he's Brazilian? Yeah, Superman could be Asian. He could be, that's not the way they created him, but he could be any of those things. Yeah, he's a Kryptonian, first of all. Kryptonians from the movies seem to have a British accent sometimes. Everybody except Kal-El. Zod. General Zod always seems to have a British accent. Siegel and Schuster, two high school kids, came up with this idea and then sold it for pennies to DC Comics. That was a shame and a tragedy, how that whole thing went down. They finally got some notoriety later in their life for all their creative work. Yep, two Jewish guys, Jewish high school kids, created Superman. They were looking for somebody to rescue them from all the oppression that they were going through during that time period of World War II. Somebody that could give them some hope. Well, thank you everybody for joining. Please don't forget to hit that like button before you have to go. I know everybody's got things they got to do and other videos to watch, so please like and subscribe if you haven't. Keep growing this community. by leaps and bounds. Welcome to the GCI live stream. The series Draw Every Day, episode 147. We have a really good community here, a very active one here this morning. So consider joining up. It's a lot of fun. We draw DC content every day. We're getting ready to start a series of verses. I've got a lot of good ideas after I posted that request yesterday. One of the interesting ones, I think, is Harley Quinn versus Raven. That's going to be cool. We got Joker from 2004. I think I would put him up against Batman. Also, this kind of a sketch of the team of Nightwing, Robin, Red Hood, and Damian. That's also from Nismo. We had one from Gray Scene subscriber, Solomon Grundy versus Batman. I think that one's going to be cool. And then Costi asked for a Ben Affleck, so I should put him up against somebody. Ben Affleck's Batman up against somebody. Yep, that was yours. The Harley Quinn versus Raven. That's Jenny's request. I think your last request was Poison Ivy. That did pretty well for views and all that. So thank you for your good requests. And I like to be challenged and try something that I don't typically draw. So the only reason I'm drawing this Superman these last couple days is because I didn't have any other requests going other than a Iron Man versus, what was that one? Somebody wanted me to draw Iron Man versus Bane, which I would probably do on the other channel. I don't know, I might consider doing it here. Batman against the Riddler, that's a good one. I could put Ben Affleck's Batman against the Riddler. One of the Riddler characters. Ben Affleck kicked the crap out of a Riddler. Yep, Superman is the best. And Batman. Batman's the most popular superhero in the world. Most well-known, well-recognized. And, but Batman always gets that, or Superman gets that designation of being the first superhero, which is quite the honor. I think he would just stop the war. I don't think he would be on anybody's side. He would just stop the fighting, kind of like what we saw in the last Superman movie, James Gunn's version. Just make him stop fighting. Okay, well, that's about all I have time for right now. I will be coming back in about an hour and a half, closer to an hour and a half. And I'm going to pick up on getting this sketch inked out. I want to thank everyone for all their support here this morning. This has been one of the best streams in a long time. Once again, I'll remind you, hit that like button if you haven't already, and also consider subscribing so you don't miss an episode. Even if you can't be up this time of day, you can always replay it. It uploads as soon as we're done with the stream. All right, you have fun, Nismo. Yeah, I got a few things I got to get done here, and then I'll have time before I have to get ready to go to jury duty. But I will be back in about right around an hour and a half. So thanks again, everybody. Hit the like button on your way out if you like it. And I'll see you in about an hour, 45 minutes or so. All right. Bye, everybody. Have a good night. Out of Touch One, Costi, Nismo, Jenny, out of touch one. Wyatt, get to bed. Danny, I'll see you soon. And adios.